And maybe I'm naive and stupid, but I don't see why manufacturers aren't including this in their marketing. Like if I was Scotty Cameron and I'd go, yes, it is £350 for a brand new putter, but look at how much our 10-year-old putters are going for. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon here, on my way to Whitney, as there's a full set of F8 Cobra drivers, Mizuno irons, T7 wedges for £170, which is an outrageous deal, hence why I'm now going to go and pick those up. But when I was, well, I've already known, but when I went to look up, how much does an F8 driver go for? Fairway, Rescue. And I was astonished how much these, because when I started this, I remember that F8 was a bit of a nothing driver. Yes, they came out with the milled face, and overall I thought it was really good, but it just didn't get anywhere near the same kind of hype, marketing exposure from influencers or pros or whatever it might be, because it didn't necessarily do that well on tour. Like there wasn't loads of wins, it was pure marketing, while the F9 did incredibly well. And the F8, let's be honest, is exactly the same as it, but it was just a bit more, well, bland. It was black. And when I started buying clubs, F8s were going for £110, and this was 2 years ago, so they're 2 years older, and I'm seeing them go for 160 average, 170. And as I showed you last week, I found a Honma TR20 for £160. So why is Cobra getting the special treatment? And why is it trickling down to all the other brands? And if you were to get a Cobra driver, which one should you go for? F8, F9, Speed Zone or Rad Speed? Because at this point there's only 20 quid between all of them. So we're here and we're just about to go and pick up the bag. As you can see, there was only actually one photo on the listing. There was also some text as well in terms of what I was getting. So it's the woods, irons, quite dirty, quite muddy, and I didn't ask to see pictures of the woods themselves, because typically on Facebook, if you start asking for photos, everything else, you're just not going to get the actual sale itself. So I've gone for a bit of a gamble, about £170. As long as the head's on the shaft, I think we're going to have a bit of a winner. So let's go and pick these up and see what kind of condition they're in, and then probably go home and clean them, and then probably go and play some golf. That'd be a good idea. Ladies and gents, bag very much acquired. We went from the best bag ever, the Masters 50th anniversary bag that I got the other day, to the worst bag ever that I've ever received. But I can't complain. I mean, it does come with a free Red Bull can, so that is a bonus, but no stand, no strap. So this is very much, to be honest, honestly I have no idea what I'm going to do with this bag. If anyone wants it for free, you're more welcome to it. Quite dirty, quite muddy, but overall I think the condition of the clubs are actually really good. From the irons, I have looked at the woods. I'm going to show you the woods in a second. This is an interesting little addition, and I imagine a lot of you have seen these. A Ray Cook putter, actually like a knockoff version of the TaylorMade Spider putter. So it'd be interesting to see my thoughts on that. As I say, it's counterbalanced, it's cheap, it's affordable. I probably do the job for the majority of you beginners. Got some T7 wedges on the bottom here, nice blue ones, and the condition of them, apart from obviously the dirt, again, pretty good. So overall, from the pictures, you'd probably expect the worst. This is another interesting addition on these clubs. They've got these kind of, again, knockoff multi-compound grips, champ key, and to be fair, they don't actually feel that bad. They feel quite thick. Is that? Oh, it is mid-size. Okay, that'd be why. But overall, don't feel that bad. 5.0s in their forged EZ, I should say. JPX irons. Again, Mizuno irons are always a bit of a win, especially the forged ones. So that's the bottom of the set. We've got 5 to pitch and wedge, and the Mizuno irons, 3 wedges, a Ray Cook putter, and then I'll quickly take the head covers off each of the woods and just show you the condition. As apart from obviously the dirt, I'm quite excited. I quite like cleaning clubs. That's how sad my life's got now. I quite like cleaning clubs, because actually in terms of sky marks and everything else, not too bad. I think these are actually going to come up quite nicely. And again, it's a very similar story for the 3-wood and the driver. But as I was saying in the intro, these were a bit of a nothing. They just didn't have anywhere near the same kind of success and hype as the F9 did. And again, no sky marks on the top of it, a bit dirty on the top. So I'm excited to obviously give these a clean, but in terms of condition, really good. £170 for the entire bag total. I'm starting to see a lot more of these. Don't know if that means that there's a change in the market. Don't know if we're starting to see not as much demand, not many people obviously looking for clubs. So hopefully that's the case. All right, not gonna lie, Bags looking pretty clean now, like literally and also metaphorically. Not bad looking set, to be fair. Iron's actually in really good condition when there isn't 4 ounces of mud on each one of them. Again, Project X 5.0 shafts in them. Driver, hybrid, fairway, again in good condition considering how much dirt and everything else was on them, but that's what I kind of thought when I saw it. And again, wedges, they've got initials in the bottom of them, but overall, again, they look good. That one felt spicy out the middle. Been trying to change the swing a bit, trying to make it a bit more neutral. That has definitely destroyed my game over the last 2 weeks. Literally can't hit a barn door, but that one was executed rather nicely. And we get on to the topic, the overrated, the overpriced, the Cobra F8. It's so close to the F9, it's so close to the Speed Zone in terms of price that realistically, surely you should just upgrade. And I am in two minds. Because when I think about it, there's no difference between the F8 and the F9. There's no difference between the F9 and the Speed Zone. So essentially, what you are paying extra money for is a lick of paint, a different design, the right to say that this one was made 2 years after the other. Because when it comes down to the fundamentals of that face, that shaft, the forgiveness, MOI, whatever, there's nothing in it. Like, I've just ripped that rescue, and you can stand me there with a rad speed that's potentially fitted for me, and I put it straight into the trees. Therefore, I'm in two minds, because I think all the F8 stuff at the moment, F9, outrageously overpriced. But if it works for you, then who am I to say that that club isn't worth the £170 for the driver or £100 for the 3-wood? And in reality, over this pandemic, what people have started to realise, which is actually what I quite like, is that all the old stuff is good. We haven't really moved that far on in the last 10 years. And through trial and error and people putting stuff in their bag and then not taking it back out of their bag, we get a shortness of supply of good clubs. Hence, Ping Woods, Titleist wedges, Scotty Cameron putters, Cobra F8 and F9s. People buy it, they like it, it then stays in the bag. Therefore, if anyone else wanted to try that F8, F9, you can't get a hold of it. Whereas the stuff that drops heavily in price, aka the Mizuno, even though I think it's a phenomenal price for the equipment and technology you're actually getting, surely there's got to be a reason that people aren't keeping in their bag and they're selling it for as cheap as it is. Now I think about it more, maybe this is something that I always wanted to get the point across. Maybe this £20 margin between an F8, F9 and Speed Zone throughout this pandemic is a true reflection of the amount of technology, feel, forgiveness in the minute detail that there would be is worth £20 an upgrade. But when you pull that all back and look at the bare bones of the equipment, it's all the same. And if you like an F9, you're probably going to like an F8. And if you like a Speed Zone, you're probably going to like a Rad Speed. You're just not necessarily paying that retail price when it first comes out. And maybe I'm naive and stupid, but I don't see why manufacturers aren't including this in their marketing. Like, if I was Scotty Cameron and I'd go, yes, it is £350 for a brand new putter, but look at how much our 10-year-old putters are going for. You only would lose £100 over 10 years. That's £10 a year to use one of the best putters in the game. Why don't they include that in their marketing? Because to me, that just shows the faith of everyone else, not the ads that they produce or the players that they're using. They know there's a demand for those older putters because their technology is great from year to year, from putter to putter. No matter the condition or the grip or the length, there's going to be someone out there that wants a Scotty Cameron for £200 or £150 or £100, depending on its age. If I was Ping, I'd be shouting about, look how much people are paying for a battered G10 driver. You know why? Because we make some of the best woods in the world, and the market, i.e. me and you, have decided those clubs are worth that kind of money. And then look at the competitors. Some of them do stuff great, some of them do stuff awfully. Not every manufacturer produces and ticks every single box. You can look at certain manufacturers like Mizuno, unbelievable irons. There's a reason Mizuno irons, like these ones in the bag, I've never even heard of them, but because they've got forged and they've got Mizuno on the side of it, people will want them. No matter the length, the grip, the set makeup. You look at their woods and people just aren't that excited about them. And what is that? I've hit Mizuno woods. They go as far. If you put the right loft spin shaft combination versus a TaylorMade M4 or M6 or Sim, whatever it is, it goes just as far. But when you put that into the market and everyone tries it and everyone puts it in their bag, certain clubs stay in and certain clubs come out, and it's a pure supply and demand situation. So guys, let me know your thoughts. The market decides what the prices are, but at the same time, this no one really wanted until the F9 came out, and so Mizuno could bring out a phenomenal driver next year that everyone wants, and then the ST200, ST190 all shoot up in value because people actually go, you know what, yeah, it's actually a good driver. Guys, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys there. Morning Tom, hope you're doing well. Afternoon mate, well done on the lesson. And evening Alan, not a problem at all. And testing the G30s and the afternoon gents, on my way to the lockup. Go pick up the Mura Iron.